how you can make a high converting Kartra sales funnel for beginners. Hey, I was a beginner at one time, and you know what? It's tough to not know what to do, but in this video I'm going to show you how you can create a high converting sales funnel in Kartra, and we're starting right now. Hey, this is JR Fisher and welcome to my channel. Now, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Go down there and click that subscribe button right now before you forget. And don't forget, turn on the bell notifications. You got to turn on all notifications and smash that bell. If you do that, I can tell you about videos every single time we do them. Now, I've been selling online since 2009, and I've sold millions of dollars worth of both digital and physical products. As a matter of fact, I have my branded products on thousands of websites, including Walmart. On this channel, all I do is share with you the things that will help you start, run, and grow your online business. Now, in this particular video, we're talking about Kartra. I highly recommend Kartra, and what I'll do is I'll put a link below. Kartra does so many things, and if you click that link, when you go there, you're going to see a video of all the things it does, but the one thing it helps you do, which is in this video, is to create these high converting sales funnels. So let's get started on that right now. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I also have a $97 e-commerce course that you can get absolutely free. I'll put a link down in the description. Okay, well, let's get started. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to design a series of steps that's going to take people through something called a sales funnel. Kartra is an awesome place to do this. Once you learn how to do it, it's going to be pretty easy, but we need to learn all the steps, and you got to do them properly to make the whole thing work right. Now, you may be thinking of a funnel as that thing that you pour liquid into so you keep it from spilling on the counter, but there's another kind of funnel altogether. It's called a sales funnel. What it really does is it channels customers who may not know you or know your company, and channels them through a sales process so that you can offer them more and more products and you can increase your profits. Now, a sales funnel is actually a catchphrase that references your customer's buying journey. Marketing funnels cover everything from the first time a customer becomes aware of your product, that's the beginning stages, maybe through an ad, social media, a blog post, something along those lines, to how your customer moves through your website and through the process of buying your product. Now, it also includes how you can communicate with them after the purchase and keep them satisfied and coming back for more of your product. Your sales funnel will initially start off wide, and it'll catch a lot of potential leads and narrow down your prospects as they progress towards purchasing from you. As an entrepreneur, you can't really physically talk to every single prospect that's out there, but a sales funnel lets you have a little bit more initial contact with them and contact throughout the stages via emails and your sales pages so that they feel more of a connection with you. That's why they're so awesome. That's where the sequence actually comes in. It's a predetermined automatic process that communicates with your customers through the process of learning more about your company, through the process of buying more products from your company, so that it's all automated and you only have to set it up one time, and as new prospects come in, they actually go through that sales process. Now, once I've set up my sales process, Kartra takes care of all the work for me. They actually send out the emails, and they do it on a time basis that I set up, on the days I set up, and then I can go back to doing something else or working on my business, and that automatically works for me and gets me sales on a regular basis. Okay, once you're in Kartra, you want to get to Kartra's sequence area, and you want to navigate to My Communications in the main navigation area. Click on the Communications and then tap Sequences below it. Now, once you're in there, you just tap the green plus button to begin. All right, a little side note here, your entire funnel does not need to be in one sequence. I found it easier to make a whole bunch of different sequences when people filled in my opt-in forms. You can then link the sequences to other sequences, thus making a big sequence, okay? So you don't want to have too many steps in one sequence. I know we did that at one point, and we had problems with the program actually locking up and not performing properly because we had so many steps in it. So sometimes it's a lot simpler to have a few separate sequences, one that leads to the other one. A handy screen will come up with a tutorial that familiarizes you with Kartra sequence section. I found it incredibly helpful to learn how to use the sequence builder in this manner. Okay, sequences can be short or they can be extremely long. For the purpose of this example, I want to keep it simple so that we can follow through and just learn how to do it without overcomplicating it. Okay, for any sequence, the first thing you have to do is actually establish the rule of what's going to start that particular sequence. Okay, for me, the starting rule was the customer must purchase one of the paintings I have listed on my site. However, for you, it could be somebody opts into a form that gets tagged through one of your automation or visits a page, anything like that. Then once you do that, you're going to set your course of action. Once I set my starting point, it's important for me to decide what action I want to do next. Art is an incredibly personal and somewhat expensive purchase, so I concluded a thank you email was warranted. However, not all of my art pieces are the same, and I didn't want the same message to go out for each customer. So right now I have 7 pieces listed in my example shop. 3 are part of my lip series, 3 are part of my animal series, and 1 is a miscellaneous plain painting that doesn't really fit in any category whatsoever. So I decided to just create 3 different variations of my thank you email that I customized to the painting series a customer purchased. So what I did is I dragged the send email action over, but I noticed that I couldn't link more than one up with a previous action, which has a challenge as I had 3 emails I needed to send based on the action purchasing a painting. So what I did is I used the actual split option just a few lines below that. I dropped the split action onto my page in the area of the sequence that I wanted to use it. Now, it had me create a few rules. I chose not to have a delay after someone purchases and send the email immediately any day of the week. My conditions were that they had purchased one of my lip paintings. Keep in mind you have a maximum of 5 conditions in each action in your sequence. Okay, once I filled it out, I linked my split up with my starting rule by dragging the bottom gray circle on the starting action to the top gray circle on split. It instantly turned yellow and showed they were connected. Okay, you may notice that the above picture has a true and false section. Basically, I created a rule, and if it's true, in other words, a customer bought a lip painting, then they were automatically advanced to the next step of the sequence, getting a thank you email. I customized my email to have the customer's name along with the paintings in the series. Once done, I save the email as a template so I can quickly create my other emails with a few simple swaps of content. Before I move to my other works, I wanted one more step in my sequence for lip paintings. Now, art is a physical product, so I wanted to make sure I checked in like 20 days after I sold them the product to make sure the delivery went well and they had no problems. I also encouraged them to send me pictures of the painting they had on the wall. In my follow-up email, I actually did a small plug for my shop, and it kept the customers actually more engaged by seeing those pictures. Okay, so this is what my sequence looks like so far. When you first add something new to your sequence, like an email, it will show up as white with inactive stamped in red over it. To activate, hover over the 3 dots in the upper right hand corner. The main body of the action should turn blue. A bar will appear on the side with 4 options: activate, edit, clone, and delete. Click activate to activate your new action in your sequence. Okay, so you may be wondering, well, what about the false side of my sequence? Basically, the false side just means that they didn't go through with the action in the split that I was asking them about. I then added a new split underneath the false side of the first split with a new condition saying they purchased one of my animal paintings. And I began to repeat the process. I cloned my previous emails and just swapped out the lip painting products for my animal painting products in both of the rules in the emails. And again, under false, I created one more split this time for my plain paintings. And like the 2 that came before, I had 2 emails, an immediate thank you, and a follow-up about 3 weeks later to make sure they received the painting okay. My final sequence actually ended up looking like this. Okay, this is awesome. Of course, I did add products to Kartra, and I'll edit my original sequence to include them, as well as remove products as they're sold. Sequences may seem intimidating at first, but they're really not if you play with them a little bit, and you're going to find just how much time and set it and forget it workflow you can really set up by using these sequences. Customizing it in a way that works best for your business is what you want to do, but before you know it, You'll always want this robust tool by your side because Kartra is frigging amazing. So there you have it, how to successfully build a sequence in Kartra. Now if you have questions about building sequences, or maybe you've already tried this, put those in the comments below. These sequence building tricks, they'll make you so much money. And I know every day I wake up and I look at my phone and I see I've got payments there coming from people who have gone through my sequences, and it's just awesome to know that you can do that and set it up and be making money while you aren't doing anything at all. It's really pretty cool. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, make sure you subscribe below. Don't forget to do that, and you want to turn on the bell notification. You've got to click the bell, smash the bell, hit the bell really hard, and then you've got to turn on all notifications. Don't forget to grab my free e-commerce course. It's a $97 value. You could get absolutely free for a limited time. So go in the description, click that link. There's no webinars to attend. You don't need a credit card. You don't have to do anything. Just click the link. You go directly to the course and you can watch the videos. I appreciate you watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.